Heyo, it's Hair here, back again with another video, and today we're going to be talking about a little game I like to call Brawlhalla, bruh. Hey, speaking of Brawlhalla, bruh, I should call you guys my Brawlhalla bruhs. Subscribe to be a Brawlhalla bruh. I should just stop now, seriously. Well, if that's what gets you guys to subscribe, then so be it. I'll call you guys my Brawlhalla bros. But as you guys can tell from the title, I will be talking about the one and only, the demon princess bride, Hattori. That is what this whole video is going to be based on. And I hope this video will help more people that are either in like tin, bronze, silver, possibly gold, that are looking to either start maining Hattori or just want some simple combos and just a quick little guide. Because see, when I go to look at YouTube and when I look at the guides, I feel like they aren't the way I would like them to be, or like the way I would do them. So I'm hoping this video will help you guys out there that want something possibly quite like what I would prefer. And just a quick little disclaimer, I am pretty well known with Brawlhalla. I have like 200, as of recording this video, I have like 223 hours. It's a lot, I know, but I've put a lot of work and effort into this. I'm not necessarily a high gold, I'm gold like one or two. But I guess with that being said, we might as well hop into a training room so I can just kind of teach you guys the basics. Before we do that, I'll put a little rundown on the screen. I plan on talking about not necessarily her lore, but like her basics, so like her stats and stuff. I plan on going over the sword and the spear as her weapons, and then possibly movement, and then I'll end it off. I'll make like a little quick montage of some combos that will help you guys climb or just become a better Brawlhalla player. So, without further ado, let's hop into a tutorial thingy mabobber, whatever you guys want to call it. So yeah, let's go right ahead. Alright, so as we jump into a training room, I'm gonna try and describe Hattori as best as I can. I'm not very good at this. Hopefully you guys will just bear with me and understand what I'm saying. But as we start off, Hattori has 6 dexterity, 6 speed, 4 strength, and 4 armor, or like health. This is like, I guess. And Hattori is known for her quick speed, and for most of the time, I believe she was the fastest character in the game. But then Lucian and Artemis came along, and Hattori is a quite, not necessarily tricky player or character to play, but she takes a long time to master. Now, she's very quick, and her signatures are very interesting. They have like a more assassin-y, more stealthy type look to them. It's actually pretty badass. I feel like her character design, even though she's such an early player or character, is actually pretty sick. And now, as we start off with the sword is her more aggressive based weapon. It's good for covering ground and going for the aggressive side. And her side signature is kind of like a spinny twirl thing that locks onto the player and grabs them and sends them flying depending on what their health is at. And it's good for just kind of skidding across the map and taking them out. And for her down signature, she moves back, so you'll have to watch that. Like, she kind of does like a little back jump, or she like springs back, and then she moves back across and does like a cool strike that covers a lot of ground. Actually, it's good for more passive players, and it also helps juggling characters because you could follow up with a recovery or a up light. I believe that's a such term. If not, I'm sounding stupid right now. But whore, I'm calling her a whore now. Wow, that's very nice to me. I guess I'm not coming across very nice. What I meant to say was her neutral light is the more edge guarding like signature. It allows her to, she just kind of disappears into another cloud of smoke and then comes up a little bit higher, so you'll have to watch her distance and her height, but it allows players to edge guard a lot easier. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of more or less the basics with the sword. I'm not very great with the sword. I feel like sometimes I'm more dominant with the spear, sometimes I'm more balanced with the sword. I just have more combos with the spear, if that makes sense. The sword is more a kind of lifeline for me, because like it deals more, I deal more damage with the sword, but I have a lot more combos with the spear, like that almost 4-string combo right there that I had. But yeah, moving while we have the spear and we have it equipped. The spear is her second weapon. I probably should have mentioned this before, but she comes with the sword and the spear. And the spear is the more lingerie. Wow. It's the more long-ranged weapon in her arsenal that allows her to, it's more for the passive players out there. You darn passive players. It's funny because a bunch of people get mad, especially when playing Hattori. If you play against passive players, it's hard because you got to be aggressive with her, or else you won't necessarily succeed because she's so light and easy to kill. But yeah, I mean, as you guys saw right there, that was her neutral signature. It's a great gravity canceller. It allows her, she turns, or she doesn't turn sideways, she dashes to the left, or not to the left, but she dashes to the side you're aiming, and then comes up in like a more tornado-ish spiral motion that allows her to strike characters from the bottom. So it's better if the character is above, like most of her moveset is based off of. But it's also, I mentioned this in the last run I tried to go through. It's good to depending on what their health is at. Oh, I'm godlike. It's a good weapon to, it's a good signature to follow up with a recovery. But, oh, that was almost a, like, 6-string. Wow, I'm pro at this game. But yeah, her side signature, it's similar to the neutral air. I think it's the neutral air. No, it's the light. It's the down light. And she springs sideways instead of upwards, and it kind of, if you can grapple onto someone, it's very useful. It just kind of launches them to the side. You can follow up with, depending on what their health is, it's actually a pretty good, it has some pretty good follow-up potential, depending on what your skill level is, I guess. But yeah, with her, down heavy, or down signature, it's a very high risk but high rewarded signature that allows her to just kind of go into like a burst of smoke and launch the character away. But it has a lot of active frames. I know I don't use that term much because I'm not necessarily someone that's into that type of stuff, but it it doesn't have very good follow-up potential, but it is very punishable too. If you guys understand the word punishing, it's where it's basically you get destroyed for making mistakes. Like it opens up a window for a short amount of time for the character to, or like your enemy to come back at you. But it is very high risk, high reward, because you can get a lot of damage off of it. But yeah, that's more or less all we really need to cover up for the basics of, or like her signatures and the basics of the sword and the spear. Kind of covered what they do and what to expect when using them. And if you guys want a full walkthrough on what each weapon does in general and all of its movements and whatnot, make sure to let me know down in the comments what weapon you'd like to see and what character necessarily, if you guys enjoy this. And I guess for now I might as well end the video with some combos. I'll leave the combos, like I'll write down each combo down at the bottom so you know how to do it and you guys can practice it just like I hope you do. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to slam the like button, excuse me. Subscribe to be a Brawlhalla bruh. And if you guys don't enjoy this, let me know down in the comments why. Hit the dislike button just so I know, and maybe I'll try doing some comedy skits or something. Who knows? But with that being said, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Adios.